Picture this: nearly 1 million people, forcefully expelled from their homes, their identities stripped away, their lives uprooted. This is the untold story of the ethnic cleansing of Jews within Muslim countries. In the years preceding 1948, Jewish communities were an integral part of the social fabric in many Muslim countries. They were not only cohabitants, but were active contributors to the society, culture, and economy. The Jewish communities were vibrant and thriving, living in relative peace and harmony with their Muslim neighbors. They were teachers, traders, artisans, and scholars, enriching the societies they were part of with their unique traditions and knowledge. Historian Norman A. Stillman, in his seminal book, The Jews of Arab Lands, A History and Sourcebook, paints a vivid picture of this era. His work is a testament to the rich cultural exchange that took place between the Jewish and Muslim communities. The Jews, he notes, played a crucial role in the intellectual and cultural growth of these societies. They were not just tolerated, but were accepted and respected. Their Jewishness not a hindrance, but a bridge that connected different cultures. Yet, beneath this veneer of peaceful coexistence, there were undercurrents of change. As the world around them evolved, so too did the relationships between these communities. The harmony that had once been taken for granted was slowly eroding. The winds of change were blowing, and they carried with them a storm of strife and discord. The Jewish communities that had once thrived were now faced with increasing hostility. Their place in the society, once secure, was now being questioned. Their identities, once celebrated, were now being used as a weapon against them. However, the tides of harmony were soon to turn, ushering in a chapter of forced exodus and ethnic cleansing. The year 1948 marked a drastic shift, a shift that would disrupt centuries of peaceful coexistence. This was the year when the State of Israel was created, a development that had far-reaching effects on the Jewish communities in Muslim countries. The establishment of Israel was met with a wave of anti-Jewish sentiments across the Muslim world. Historically, Jews and Muslims had lived side by side in many of these countries. They had been neighbors, friends, and business partners. But the creation of Israel, seen by many as a political intrusion, changed everything. In his book, The Jews of Egypt, 1920 to 1970, in the midst of Zionism, anti-Semitism, and the Middle East conflict, Michael M. Laskier discusses how these sentiments manifested into laws and policies that marginalized the Jewish communities. Jews were often scapegoated, blamed for the tensions that arose from the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Governments began to enact laws that targeted Jews specifically. These laws stripped Jews of their citizenship, seized their properties, and restricted their businesses. The economic impact of these policies was devastating. Jewish families who had lived in these countries for generations were suddenly impoverished, their livelihoods destroyed. But the effects weren't just economic. The social impact was equally, if not more, damaging. Jews were ostracized from society, their children denied education, and their communities isolated. The wide-ranging discrimination and persecution they faced was a stark contrast to the previously harmonious cohabitation they had enjoyed with their Muslim counterparts. This wave of anti-Jewish sentiment was not uniform across all Muslim countries. The intensity and nature of the discrimination varied, but the common thread was clear. Jews were no longer welcome in the places they had called home for centuries. This was the beginning of an exodus, a journey of loss and survival. From thriving communities to dwindling numbers, the Jewish presence in Muslim countries was fast becoming a shadow of its former self. The mid-20th century marked a period of tremendous upheaval for Jews residing in Muslim countries. The establishment of the State of Israel, coupled with escalating regional tensions, sparked a mass migration that would forever change the demographic landscape. According to scholars Simon Laskier and Reguer, the exodus began in earnest after Israel's creation in 1948, a time when anti-Jewish sentiment was escalating. The Jews, who had once been integral parts of their respective societies, now found themselves facing an uncertain future. They were often forced to leave behind their homes, businesses, and the life they had built over generations. The road to safety was fraught with hardship. Many Jews embarked on perilous journeys to Israel, a beacon of hope amidst the turmoil. However, this was not without its challenges. They were forced to navigate harsh landscapes and endure the strain of displacement, all while carrying the burden of leaving behind their ancestral homes. But Israel was not the only destination. Other countries, including the United States and France, also opened their doors to the Jewish refugees. These nations became new homes for those fleeing persecution, offering them a chance to rebuild their lives. Yet, even in these new environments, the Jewish refugees grappled with the challenges of adapting to new cultures, languages, and societal norms. The Exodus was an epic of immense transformation, a time of loss, but also of resilience and reinvention. It marked the end of a chapter in Jewish history, a chapter that had seen Jews live, work, and contribute to the societies of the Middle East and North Africa for centuries. An era had ended, but the legacy of this exodus continues to echo in our world today. The mass migration of Jews from Muslim countries serves as a poignant reminder of the enduring human spirit in the face of adversity, and the relentless pursuit of a place to call home. The echo of this exodus reverberates today, a poignant reminder of a forgotten chapter in history. Today, the Jewish presence in Muslim countries is a mere shadow of what it once was. The exodus of Jews from these lands has greatly influenced the cultural and social dynamics of the regions they left behind, while simultaneously enriching the societies they joined. Reflecting on this exodus, we see an enduring impact on the Jewish diaspora, shaping identities and histories. The Jewish exodus from Iraq, for instance, as chronicled by Gott in his 2013 publication, resonates with tales of displacement and belonging. These stories remain an integral part of the Jewish narrative, a testament to resilience and survival. The aftermath of this exodus is a complex mosaic of loss and gain, of homes left behind and new ones found. It's a tale that deserves to be remembered and retold. Remember, history forgotten is history doomed to repeat. Let's ensure the story of these forgotten Jews continues to be told. As we conclude this journey through history, we see that every story is part of a wider narrative. It's not just about the events, but about the lessons, the identities shaped, and future influences. The Jewish Exodus is more than a historical event. It is a testament to community resilience, a reminder of the power of hope. It's a story that merits remembrance and sharing across generations. It is our duty to keep these stories alive. We ask you to join us in this mission. If this video resonated, provoked thought, or taught you something new, we request you to like and share it. Pass it on to friends, family, your community. Let's ensure the continuation of the Jewish Exodus story and countless others like it. If you wish to accompany us in this exploration, this learning, and this remembrance, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Torah Apologetics, and give our Facebook page a thumbs up. Together, we can prevent these stories from fading, allowing them to inspire, educate, and remind us of our shared humanity. History forgotten is history doomed to repeat. So let's not forget, let's remember, let's learn, together.